There's a joke about people who ride electric bicycles that goes a little something like this. How do you know if someone has an e-bike? They'll let you in on a little secret. Of course, the notion is that users of the battery-powered two-wheelers tend to be proponents of the technology. No doubt moments of discovery in modern life revolve on mobility. The first automobile drive as a teenager, the first trip on a train, aircraft, or bus, observing the world from a window seat. In this decade, that moment is much more likely to be on the first ride of an e-bike, which is typically described as exhilarating and liberating, evoking a very youthful enthusiasm. Meanwhile, Tesla has influenced many people's views on electric vehicles. Their vehicles include innovative touchscreen surfaces, self-driving capabilities, and a variety of other features. We may expect to see a fully autonomous automobile on our roads in the very near future. Yeah. Following Tesla's success, numerous automakers are developing futuristic electric automobiles. But the question is, do Americans secretly desire e-bikes over Tesla? Electric bicycles have significantly increased on the city streets nowadays. They move significantly quicker than ordinary bikes, and bikers appear to pedal almost entirely without effort. Electric bikes are a versatile, adaptable, environmentally sustainable, and a fashionable means of transportation. Customers regard them as a suitable replacement for scooters, smart vehicles, and just public transportation in general. Due to the reduced size of e-bikes, these bikes serve to alleviate traffic congestion and also to achieve greater speeds with significantly less effort, and to provide health advantages from pedaling. These considerations have resulted in an increase in popularity of electric bikes around the world. Electric bicycles are becoming increasingly popular in the US as well, did you know? The popularity has grown in recent years. As cities battle with safety concerns and road use jockeying, the growth of e-bikes and desire for more bike lanes are transforming metropolitan geographies, social dynamics, and even politics. This sort of vehicle was created over 40 years ago in Japan. Electric motorcycles, often known as e-bikes, were almost unknown outside of Japan for a handful of years. However, they were famous in Europe around 20 years ago, and it's unusual to see individuals riding these vehicles on authorized bike lanes and countrysides in America in recent years. But why have electric bicycles grown so popular in the United States? A general answer is because they cater to all sorts of individuals. Cycling has long been a very popular mode of transportation for people in the United States. I mean, I'm sure you already know the benefits, but I'm gonna say them anyways. It's inexpensive, ecologically friendly, and it benefits one's health. As a result, the electric bike is an improvement for commuting, well, if you don't have to go that far. And while we lag behind Europe, where cities like Paris and Amsterdam have seen commuters abandon cars and traditional bikes in droves, most US communities have been fully able to embrace the potential by constructing bike lane networks and, the boring necessary safety measures. What's more, the pedal help supplied by the e-bike's motor allows for individuals to experience the benefits of cycling still. You don't have to be in super great shape to ride a long distance on an electric bike. And not only that, but with this sort of vehicle, difficult terrain like steep slopes is less difficult. Just crank the engine, baby. Many commuters have shifted to electric bikes to escape congested public transit while maintaining social distance. And so they've discovered other advantages to e-bike commuting, such as the ability to ride on their own timetable and arrive directly at their destination, rather than relying on the consistent schedule of a local transportation station. Others are actually combining the two, extending their range from transportation hubs by employing lightweight folding e-bikes. Commuting is a gigantic element for the increasing sales of electric bikes, but many riders are also using them for fun rather than utility. E-bikes and mopeds are typically seen to be the safest, as they have handlebars and seats, as well as front forks and wheels that'll absorb the shock of a hypothetical head-on collision. They're more visible to other motorists since, they're bigger. Consider wearing a helmet, even if it's not required in your region. E-bikes are likely to become the main mode of transportation for doing deliveries in major cities. This is not only true of populous European cities, but also in the United States. The amount of delivery in the United States is increasing by 20% every year, with 285 billion shipments expected in 2021. As a result, we may conclude that Americans secretly prefer electric bikes over electric cars. Let's start with the fundamentals. Electric bikes. They're two-wheeled electric vehicles that easily outsell electric cars and are far more of an inexpensive solution for many commuters to begin replacing those gas hogs with a greener alternative. For those who haven't had the pleasure of learning about these exciting electric two-wheelers, e-bikes are just regular pedal cycles with a battery and an electric assist motor. It's sometimes a low-power motor meant to assist cyclists in climbing a hill, or reducing the effort necessary to commute to work, or just lengthening a fitness ride for longer trips. Other times it's a high-power motor with a handle throttle like a motorcycle that completely replaces the pedal to perform more like an electric moped. There are also specialty electric bikes, like foldable versions for use on the subway or cargo models for hauling groceries or children. So, grand sum, in essence, it is a massively diversified sector with something for everyone. The unifying thread here is that they all employ electric motors that may be used to replace car range, and particularly those gas-powered car kilometers. Now, these aren't like novel concepts or obscure hobbies for those in the know. Electric bicycles have been selling like hotcakes for a lot of years now. In the US, where the public has been slower to embrace e-bikes, our chunky selves, the new electric bike firms have sold over 100,000 units in just 2 years. As investors become aware of the massive spike in e-bike use, the more established electric bicycle firms in the United States are raking in hundreds of millions of dollars in investment. However, as successful as e-bikes are as mobility options, they continue to be overlooked in favor of costlier electric cars, especially when it comes to public policy. This is not to imply that electric cars are not important. Americans commute by car significantly more than any other mode of transportation, so replacing gas-powered vehicles with electric vehicles is thus a major step in reducing emissions that contribute directly to climate change. However, not everyone can afford a new electric automobile. I know I can't. They cost tens of thousands of dollars. Even with tax breaks, purchasing a new automobile isn't necessarily the most environmentally friendly option. Electric bikes, on the other hand, can frequently be purchased for less than $2,000, with several excellent models being available for less than $1,000. Even the most expensive ones from high-end manufacturers often cost between $3,500 and $6,000, or as one of their users puts it, the price of a second-hand Nissan Leaf. When it comes to legislation that encourages investment in sustainable mobility, inexpensive e-bikes are typically overlooked in favor of electric automobile and flashier initiatives. When they do receive financing, they're frequently viewed as niche options. Recently, the New York Times put electric bikes to the category of niche products. As Mike Radenbaugh, the CEO of North America's largest electric bicycle firm, Rad Power Bikes, pointed out on Twitter, there's nothing niche about the best-selling electric vehicles. He stated that his company's electric bikes had replaced 338 million kilometers alone. And also keep in mind they only account for around a fourth of the US e-bike market. However, times are a-changin'. This year represents the strongest possibility yet for e-bike tax credit legislation to succeed in Congress, providing Americans with a credit of up to $1,500 on any new e-bike purchase. And despite no government incentives, sales of electric bicycles are continuing to surge in the United States. The answer may surprise many commuters who are considering purchasing an electric vehicle to replace their gas-powered kilometers, but are concerned about the high expense of electric vehicles. And it's getting smaller, and it also has just 2 wheels. While not everyone can just replace their car totally with an electric bike, many local trips, like just taking a ride down to the supermarket, doesn't actually necessitate a vehicle weighing several thousand pounds to get you there. Running errands or visiting friends in the neighborhood coffee shop on electric bikes might just be faster, simpler, more energy efficient, good for the planet, good for your soul. Yeah, the cost benefits of replacing a car with an e-bike, or possibly replacing a second car to become a one-car family and a one e-bike family, can be astonishing, honestly. By trading in her automobile for an e-bike, one San Francisco lady saved $50,000 over the course of 7 years. While electric cars are pretty significant, lighter personal electric vehicles like the bikes, the scooters, even the e-motorcycles are just as important, and perhaps more so. According to Jeff Lokes, the executive director of Deloitte's Technology, Media and Telecommunications Department, another major reason for growing e-bike sales is that more and more people are migrating to urban areas where they're just more useful in getting around. We're all aware that automakers are placing big old bets on electric vehicles in the future, and as e-bikes grow more popular in the United States, the market has become their primary focus. The majority of the greatest brands in cycling have adopted e-bikes, including Giant, Trek, Specialized, and Schwinn. Even the manufacturers like BMW, which are looking to extend their mobility portfolios, are getting in on this action. Porsche recently acquired a controlling share in Grey P, which is a high-end Croatian bike firm founded by Mate Rimac, the 2.4 million Rimac Nevada entrepreneur. Rimac owns Bugatti Rimac, and Porsche has a minority part in the newly united manufacturer of fantasy vehicles. That's a pretty impressive company for a bike manufacturer. Considering the technology has trickled down from seven-figure Rimacs and Bugattis to the bicycles you ride for work or pleasure, I do declare that is fascinating. The future of e-bikes extend far beyond the standard EV race, so it's really not wrong to argue that e-bikes are the most popular vehicles in America. And besides, once we reach a certain population density, there's really just going to be no getting around with cars. Just look at China. Anyways, that'll be it for me today. Later.